Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for a special episode of our show. I am your girl, Shinai.
They said another host, Naebella, is supposed to be on here, but this Jerome in the house, filling in.
I'm scared.
Don't be red!
And my name is Pam Grady.
She is a special guest that we have here today, y'all, and together we are...
They say 2DW. Did I say it right?
Yes.
2DW. All right.
2DW. Today is our Halloween episode, and for our Halloween episode we are going to be talking about all kinds of juicy stuff. We've got tarot cards we can be talking about, spirituality, and what else?
I heard they call it divination. That's what I was told. I don't really know nothing about it. Miss Pam, could you kind of tell us what this is about?
Well, divination is about being able to predict things and using different tools of divination. Like, for instance, tarot cards. You can also use pendulums. You can use different things. And some people don't need anything at all. You know, sometimes they process, sometimes they don't need process. But it helps you to predict the future and be able to tell, what's going to happen in the future and that kind of stuff like that.
So, Miss Pam, what do you do? What are your spiritual gifts? How did you get into all this stuff?
Well, I was born gifted, I'm going to say that. So I always have had a gift of being able to connect with spirits and also with crossed over spirits, angels and that kind of thing. I was born that way, and there are some gifts I was born with and some gifts I also developed on my own. Mm-hmm. So you can still have, a lot of people are that way. They're born with gifts and then they also can develop them on their own.
Wow. So would you consider yourself a psychic, or?
Yeah, I'm a psychic. I'm a psychic medium. Yeah, that's what they call me.
Wow. So how is a psychic medium different than a regular medium?
Well, a psychic medium is a medium is a medium. A medium means that you talk to dead people. People that have crossed over, you can communicate with them. People are people, alive or dead, they're the same. If you can't do that, you're not a medium. That's the difference. And a psychic is just, predicting the future and being able to tell what's going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That seems interesting.
It is pretty interesting. It is pretty interesting. Dealing with death and all that can be hard, but I myself, I'm very appreciative of my gift because it's helped me deal with the hereafter, a lot better than I think the average person does, because I kind of understand a little bit, what goes on there, and I'm not as scared of the hereafter as I see a lot of people are.
Were you scared in the beginning?
I gotta say no. I've never really been scared of ghosts at all. I never really have been scared. When I was just a little child, I was I think about 6 or 8, my grandmother died. And she came to visit me. And I wasn't scared. Then I had a visitation from, I tend to have celebrities that come visit me for some reason. I do not know why.
Did Casper come see you? I love that movie.
No, not Casper. But my first experience with a crossover spirit coming to visit me was with Jim Croce. You know who that is?
No.
I'm showing my age right now.
It's okay.
I said, I'm grandma.
Oh.
All right, so Jim Croce came to visit me, and I was a little girl. You know what he did? He sat and he sung that song, Time in the Bottle. Y'all remember that song? Oh,
I'm going what they call Google it.
You're going to gobble it.
I'm going to gobble it. That and Casper.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wrote the word, he sat in my window and sung that song to me when he first died. And I didn't know he was famous. That's just a ghost in my window. I was used to that. So I thought the words were so beautiful.
So you saw like his figure, like the shadow?
He sat and played the guitar in my
You weren't
window.
scared?
No, I've never been scared of it.
So do you feel it? In Hollywood movies they show like if there's a ghost in the room and you can't see it, you get the chills and your hair stands up?
I do get certain things, like I'll get hot. I call it my physical manifestation of the presence. When I teach it to students, I teach them to ask for that, so you can realize, because everybody can see the ghost, sometimes I see orbs, sometimes I see the whole spirit, sometimes I see just an image of them. I might see it with my eyes, I might see it somewhere in my third eye. It comes however the spirit wants to. Everybody's different, so they don't always all manifest the same. So back to Jim Croce, change the story quick. he manifested this, sitting in my room playing, and he was singing that song Time in the Bottle. So I wrote down the words to that song, and I was like, oh, that's such a pretty thing. And at that age, the only love I had was my mother. So I thought this is a perfect little love story to write my mom's little love poem, write my mother, you know. So I got up that morning, and I went to the kitchen, and I said, Mommy, I wrote you a poem. I gave her the poem. And she read the words, and of course, she recognized the song, because it was part of the song, I didn't know. So she was like, you wrote that, baby? I said, yes, ma'am, I did. She said, mm-hmm. I need you to go to your room. And she went and got a belt and whooped me. And that's how I learned how to plagiarize.
Teach your mother young. Wow.
I didn't know, you know, I mean, I knew he was crossed over, but I didn't really understand my gift enough to, you know.
So what, did he do anything to bring him to you? He just came to you?
He just come to me. He just come.
Wow.
I've learned now how to like conjure them up. I've learned that now how to do that. I can make it happen.
Right.
You know, and it's real easy to conjure up a spirit. You just have to give some honor to it, you know. Maybe you bring their picture, or you just, you know, write their name down a few times. You just kind of call, like you would call your friend.
Wow.
And say, you know, come here. Let me talk to you for a minute. So.
It's very courageous of you. I feel like I would be very comfortable seeing.
Terrified is the word I'll say.
Of seeing a
That sounds
spirit.
like saying,
You know how I stopped the terrifying part?
boogeyman, boogeyman, boogeyman.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to talk to no boogeyman. So, unless you got some pretty spirits, then you should go and conjure them up.
Boogeyman might have some very powerful information.
No, is boogeyman a female?
Maybe.
No. From the stories I heard, boogeyman ain't no woman, and Jerome don't mess with no men. So,
Just so y'all know.
no boogeyman.
Well, how I stopped the boogeyman syndrome was I gave them rules of engagement. I said no blood and no guts. And that stopped the boogeyman thing, because they would appear as they died. You know what happens?
Sorry,
The
that's
last thing,
scary.
that part is scary.
That's scary.
But the last thing on your spirit when you die.
Time out. So they would appear in the last form on Earth? Oh, okay, I got it.
And if they die, you know,
That's how you get come here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
that's
it.
not fun.
I know.
So I had to stop that from happening. And so I said, okay, we gotta have rules of engagement. When I learned that term, I said, okay, rules of engagement. That means from now on, no blood and no guts. You can come here and tell me how you died. You can show me how you died without any blood or guts. And I said, see, they were holding your chest, no blood, no guts, or however it was. And that stopped me from being so scared. Because you can tell them what to do. You don't have to be, you're actually in charge of your gift.
So you have power in the situation. I think, you know, that's interesting that you say that, because I feel like there are a lot of people who, if they're afraid, they feel like they're at the mercy of whatever spirit comes to them. I know for me, like I would be terrified of seeing somebody who might look a little disheveled, or they died violently, come to me and they're speaking to me, and I'm like, first of all, I don't know what I did to bring you here, and then what do you want? So
Money. Everybody want money.
everybody wants money.
You gotta let me know. So stop following me. Yes, that's what I tell them.
You gotta tell them.
Yeah, you
gotta tell
do. You do. Yeah.
Ray, you took my money.
Hey, I'm gonna take your money. You keep playing with me.
I ain't paid for no reading. No.
You go pay for a reading.
No.
I don't read nobody for free, child. I'm
No.
a professional.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that.
Know your words, ladies.
Okay, know your word.
Know your word. Wow. So outside of being a medium, are there other spiritual gifts that we all have? Are we all born with it, or is it something that?
I believe that everybody has a third eye. So everybody has something that they can do. Some just stronger than others. Some are for service and some are not. You know, some people have a gift where they have to use it for others, and some people have a gift where they just use it just for themselves. So it depends on what it is, and that's where I come in when I teach my classes and stuff like that. I help people figure that out. A lot of that stuff is in your astrological chart, though. When you do your whole astrological chart, numerology chart, that's where you find it.
Numerology. Money.
Uh-huh.
Because Jerome got some money in his astrology.
You know what? That's the
Thomas.
That's the only sign. This is almost an 8. 8 is a number of infinity, and that's.
I heard the number of completion.
It is a number of completion.
Jerome know a little something. Okay.
You know,
That's right.
I love astrology because I think, like I know people are like, oh, you mean to tell me that just because I was born on a certain day, I'm gonna act like this. But a lot of people don't realize there's more to astrology than just your sun sign. So, because you're a Leo and you're a Leo doesn't mean y'all are gonna be the same Leo.
Exactly.
You've got decans, right? Which means
Right.
if you're one sun sign, you have 3 different ways that
Right.
it can express itself depending on the date that you're born.
Exactly.
So I think when people talk about astrology, they don't break down the natal charts. They don't look at
No.
things like their north or their south node, which talks about the past life.
Yep.
So they just like,
Yep.
oh, I'm a Cancer, and I don't agree with it because I'm not emotional, or I'm this side and I'm like that. But it could be your rising, right?
Right, it could be your moon and your rising sign. You have 3 signs. I tell people all the time, you have 3 signs in your astrological chart. You have a sun sign, a moon sign, and a rising sign. You need to know all 3. All 3 of those make up how you are. It's how you appear, how you think, and how you live. Basically, is how it is. So, yep. So your moon is like how you think, and your rising is how you live. Like for instance, myself, I'm a Scorpio. So I tend to come across a little bit too sexy all the time. People tell me that all the time. I'm too sexy, too like I can't help it.
They sound like haters, first of all. Fine.
I do, you know. I do,
Jerome likes it.
Jerome likes the red.
Is you married, honey?
No, Jerome is
Okay, as
single.
long as you single, we good. I don't do no married
Alright.
men. I tell you now, I don't do that.
They're the worst.
But they are the worst. I don't do that. And so people
Jerome
don't
is
think
single.
that. But then my moon is in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is known to be adventurous.
That's my rising sign.
So you do have open mind.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
philosophical. I love to travel.
Totally
I
open
love
mind.
it.
Totally open mind. I don't have any trouble believing almost anything. You believe in the flying purple unicorn if you want to.
Because we're real. Hello.
Yeah, unicorns are real. If you believe that, I'm fine with that. As long as you're a happy person, you're hurting nobody.
That's it. That's a Sagittarius. We're very accepting. So like we won't judge you and we'll let you do your own thing. But I love it because Tauruses are known to be very stubborn.
Yes.
And I'm not a stubborn person. I'm very open. And I feel like my Sagittarius energy allows me to have that open-minded, accepting attitude. So
You know what I like about Taurus is Taurus is actually very loyal.
we are very loyal. Jerome, what's your sign?
Taurus.
Oh, that's my man. I love a Taurus man. Let me tell
Taurus
you.
like to take this heavy man out.
Hey, you be my third.
I'll wait a turn.
I
So
like
Tauruses
the
are
Taurus
very
man.
loyal, huh?
Yes. You have a nice long-term relationship with a Taurus man. They won't cheat on you. They'll treat you right. They're very loyal.
That's true.
Very dependable.
Are they stubborn too? Like
They're stubborn. That's okay if you ain't, depends on you. You can deal with a little stubborn as long as there ain't no cheating going on.
There you
that
go.
makes sense. I'm with you when you're right.
Okay.
That's true. And it's funny because Scorpios are Taurus's opposite sign, but we really have a lot in common.
We do.
We love loyalty, we love stability, we love like long-term relationships.
That's right.
Scorpios love very deep, like Tauruses
Oh,
love.
goodness.
Scorpio will stay with you if you're at your bottom. Like they will stay with you through thick and
Girl, tell me
thin.
about it. That's a blessing and a curse, child.
Yeah.
It is, but it's true. I'm a Scorpio. I am loyal to a fault.
Very protective of their loved ones.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Don't touch nobody I love. And my
Right.
friends too. My friends too. I don't do that.
Don't touch rub me wrong.
That's right. Don't touch me wrong. That's right. Don't touch my baby now.
So do you read birth charts at all?
Tell me what?
Do you read birth charts?
Yeah, I do. I love to do that. It's fun. Like I look for gifts. But when I read it, I look for gifts. Usually I'm trying to help people develop their third eye. People always ask me about that. So I look for I try to figure out gifts and karmic hooks. That's something people don't know nothing about.
What's that?
That is things that you have to believe in past lives a little bit to get to this. And when you with karmic hooks, that is like a past life bleed through, I guess what you call it. So sometimes people have these things they don't need anymore. Like say you were a nun in the past life, you might have made a vow of chastity. And in this life, how it's manifesting, you can't find a man. You want years and years without a man.
Oh.
I had people where I removed the karmic hook. I had one lady in particular, I won't say her name, but I removed the karmic hook out of her and did a life spell over her. And she was like no man for I think it was maybe 10 years, I guess. Oh, a while. I might be quoting that wrong. But all of a sudden, since it was done, she had like famine, feast. Everybody she had more dates. She was going on. She was going breakfast date, lunch date. I'm like, girl, what is going on with you?
Wow.
But the hook came out from a past life vow of chastity.
That is incredible.
Wow. So it crossed over.
It crossed over. It's no longer needed.
Wow. That's what I like about that is it gives people the chance to feel like if they're lacking in an area, they have help and they can move past that.
You can move past it.
That's brilliant.
Well, I don't want disrespect Red over here, but we're gonna dive. We big dive deep into the further episode after I come back from Trump and Red, alright? Let's see y'all when we get back. Gonna take a quick break.
Please.
That girl to the left, that girl got a big old butt. Feeling that strength of the rum, feeling that strength of the rum. I know, you know, she know. When the beat drop, she gon' bounce that butt. Bounce! Yeah. She got them yams. Yeah. All of my girls are so fly. Yeah.
All right, y'all, welcome back. We are continuing our super juicy Halloween special, but before we get into that, we have a quick word from our sponsor. So today from Seafoam Sea Gifts, we usually have jewelry, but we're switching it up. We've got a fragrance item here in a little jar, and this is a water fragrance that's made of crystals. So this has essential oils in it. It smells like roses and fruit and vanilla. So it's kind of like a sensual scent going on here, but what you would do is you get a little bit, maybe like 2 teaspoons, you put it in the little top of the oil burner, get your tea light candle, and what's going to happen is as the candle burns the little crystals, it dispenses scent, and the crystals will eventually evaporate, and while you're burning them, if they evaporate, you put water into it, and it gets big again, and you can have the item for a couple months. So this is a new interesting product that Seafoam is launching as well, and y'all can find that on Etsy/shops/seafoamseagifts.com. All right.
Love it.
So we did not get into our flower for today, y'all.
We did not, and you can tell my voice is back because I don't know what Miss Pam did, but she conjured up Jerome for the first of the episode, so I'm back.
Thank God.
So, yes,
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
I was like a passenger in my own body, so I saw him torturing you, so I had to say, you know what, I gotta fight through to come back and save you.
Out of my experience.
So to get into this flower for this time, we always have a flower for every episode. Shinai, what flower do you think this would be?
You know what?
I don't want to say rose.
No, because rose is love. I think it's the sunflower.
Like I'm thinking of like self-healing, nurturing, like just
Spirituality.
uplifting, yourself and others around you.
That's true. Yeah, because with this content, you're definitely learning about mediums, but we're learning how to communicate, and we're learning how to be in tune with our bodies. So this is definitely going to be a sunflower one, y'all.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Cool.
Ooh.
Nice to meet you, Miss Pam. I don't know what did Jerome treat you right? This ain't Bella.
I kind of got a crush on Jerome, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
Okay,
You have to bring him back. I think he's kind of one of my favorites.
It's not the same, huh? It's not the same.
Look, Jerome would not be a host in the future episodes, so we gotta talk to this Pam and get her back on our side, okay?
Just gonna leave her to break her heart. Break her heart.
Any of tourists? Oh, she's so down the river. He done put a spell on Miss Pam.
So, hey. I tell you what, child.
Well, Miss Pam, you were talking about seeing the ghost in their form of death. That is scary.
Yes.
And I can't imagine how many people are probably afraid to get into spirituality because they think they're going to see ghosts. They think that it's devil stuff. A lot of people have so many interesting ideas because of their fear and their lack of knowledge,
That's right. I tell people all the time, people say, why aren't you scared of ghosts? I'm not scared of people. So why would I be scared of ghosts?
And that's
They're
all,
just
they just transition into their spirit.
Exactly.
That makes perfect sense. And I'm saying that because I'm one of those fearful people that would ask you that.
And people say, we talk like your grandmother wasn't scared, then she's not going to be scary in death. Everybody, when they cross over what I've seen so far, the spirits I've talked to, you get like a little boost up, And depending on how well you are now, I'm going to say like maybe Hitler.
Right, I was about to say that. So
it might make him Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He might come back to Jeffrey Dahmer. But if you have somebody who's like Mother Teresa, she may come back with somebody who's a vision of light, an angel. She has gifts of healing, something that's really amazing. She would come back, So you have you get this boost up when you cross over. But it's only so much of a catalyst that happens. So how I stay from being in fear, I don't ever try to channel anything I know was easy. And when I pick up on the energy from somebody, like one time I had a lady, her mother came through, and her mother was abusive to her. And I knew it the minute she started coming through by how she was talking. And so I stopped. I said, wait a minute, hang on a second. I said, your mother's crossed over? She said, yes. I said, did she abuse you? She said, yes. I said, I'm not talking to her.
To the mother?
I told them, I said, I'm not talking to you, get out of the room. And I said, I will not channel your mother for you. She said, well, my mother was abusive to you. I did read the sister. And the mother wasn't abusive to the sister. Her energy came in softer for the sister.
What in the world?
Mm-hmm.
So if you can read the energy of people who have passed on, I'm sure you can read people's energy while they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that you see people's auras?
You definitely see people. I definitely see it.
Wow.
And anybody can do that. That's a trick anybody can do.
Really?
Anybody can do that. Mm-hmm. It's a little. If you just have the right lighting and the right background behind it, like beige or white is kind of good. You can see a little highlight around. If you kind of almost cross your eyes a little bit and you concentrate, you can start seeing a little bounce of a little bit of energy come out of there, out of there,
Wow.
out there, and around there. It's like a halo.
So do you see an aura around me right now?
I don't, because you're in the wrong spot. But you were sitting right here.
Okay,
You know what,
wait.
though? I saw one earlier, and then if you really look at yourself, like you can see one popping up right back here.
That is
Is it pretty?
crazy.
Oh yeah, yours is pretty. Yours, it's clear right now, so it's like you're just kind of neutral right now. But when people are doing things, it's different colors sometimes.
That's dope.
I think that's where moon rays come from. I think that's what you're
I
tapping
used to
into.
love those back in the day.
Me too.
That's what I
my
think.
gosh.
Those things were kind of accurate, and they would get a little crazy. It wouldn't be accurate, but sometimes they were
But they
very
also changed it to
accurate.
where it was on a nail, like a moon color change. I don't know how
Yeah.
accurate that was.
Mhm.
I knew someone who can read auras, and I always thought it was someone who was like spiritually gifted, or they would meditate all the time. Because you know, people talk about meditation, and I love I meditate, I love it. But I know people say that that's like the gateway of going to another state of consciousness.
Yes, and the beautiful thing about meditation that I found is that when you meditate and you get to a certain level, not like, okay, let's say like prayer. You know, like people in Christian, I have a Christian mindset because I came from that environment a little bit. And when you pray, somebody has to pray, you have to stir up the gift, stir up the gift, you gotta pray and pray and pray, you walk the floor. And you have to, and then when you do something bad, you gotta go back and
Repent and,
you know, that's one thing. But with meditation, when you get to a certain level, you stay there for the rest of your life. So whatever you achieve during meditation, whatever kind of level of spirituality or discernment or whatever you pick up, you're gonna stay there. So you can get to a certain point in meditation where you are constantly open, and you stay open all the time. And you may have to learn how to deal. Like I had to learn how to deal with it. I don't meditate as much anymore. And I have another friend of mine, Brandon, who said the same thing. He doesn't meditate either. We don't meditate at all because we got to a certain point where you're just open all the time.
How do you know? It's fascinating.
Now,
Yeah.
question. Is there any time where you will come out of that space where you would have to do it again to go back into it?
No, you can shut it off.
Okay.
And at times, like when I go into, I'm feeling pretty open, I'm picking up energies around people, then and if you're empath, people that are empaths, you know how to turn it off, you know, a lot. But I can be empathic, but you can also turn down that gift of clairsentient a little bit. And I did that myself. I was very empathic at the beginning, and I turned down that gift of clairsentient just a little bit so I wouldn't feel so much.
Clairsentience
It's clear feeling, clear knowing, clear feeling, what you feel.
So is that the only type of spiritual gift, or are there more than that?
Oh no, there's more. You got clairvoyance, you got clairaudient. Now I'm highly clairaudient. I hear everything.
Oh, okay.
Clairvoyant was the one I had to work on to make it. Yeah, I had to work on that one. I would see figures and shadows, and I had to like make the clairvoyance come in. But clairaudient, I hear everything. Hear everything spiritually, everything. I have a whole conversation with somebody I didn't hear.
Wow.
But the clairvoyancy, I had to work on that to make it better. Yeah.
So that's where you can see the ghosts. That's scary.
So I would do when I cheat, you know, when I have a clairvoyance and it's not really working. I say, "Which tell me what you look like."
And they'll tell you?
And I hear it. What you got on? I don't see you, but I don't see what I got. What you got on? They say, "Oh, I got red pants." Well, okay, you got red pants. They'll tell me so that way I can get around it. So you have to know your gifts like that. And someone who is clairvoyant might have to work on clairsentient, you know, clairaudient or whatever, you know, different things. Everybody has a certain, there's how many clairs? There's 7 or 8 clairs, I think.
Wow.
Is there one that involves taste and smell?
Yeah, that's what do you call it? Clairgustus.
Wow. So what would you might take? Like,
Now I knew a man one time. He was a reader. He had a highly sense of that. That's how he would read. He would read. He said, "Okay, I taste tea water."
Oh, so how he interacts with his cursor is do his thing. Wow.
But the problem was because of that, he would get home and be hungry, be ravenous. So the man was 700
I
pounds.
can see how that
He wanted me to
You're
help
tasting
him.
all the things, so now you want to fulfill it with
Yeah,
what
he
you
was
take.
eating
Yeah.
all the time. So he wanted me to help him,
Poor
you know,
thing.
figure out why he was so obese. I said, you got to turn down that gift and
that's
start
terrible
doing
for a
clair-
foodie. Because I'm a foodie. If I had that, I'd be like, listen.
Don't
I don't know
do
if this is
clair
this, but I want a burger right now. Gustus.
Gustus.
No Claire Gustus if you food.
No, I'm tasting some Cabernet. I didn't know if that's me or you, but I like Gus. That's me straight up.
That's
hilarious.
And he turned to open up his clairaudient gift more. He lost weight.
That's crazy. That's dope.
Because he was a psychic reader.
Wow.
And was just way too overweight. He couldn't stand it.
Oh my God.
For his health, he had to turn it down.
Now, you believe that everybody has a third eye.
Yes, everybody.
And can you see if their eye is open or not? Like when you interact or when you see people?
There are some people that are deadheads. And that means they have no gift at all. But sometimes when they are deadhead though, you're just so wonderful. They'll give them a different gift. Like they might be very much a logical thinker, which is really good. They might be a deadhead, no third eye. But they might be an engineer who can build, massive buildings. You don't have no room for a third eye.
Gotcha.
He has this other gift that's there. So sometimes when I see people that they're deadheads, it's not a bad thing. It means something else is open wide. It's open more wide than other people. But everybody has a sense of intuition. We all have it.
Is my third eye open?
Your third eye. So.
My third eye is open now, and I did not know that at all. You sure? Move Jerome's afro out the way. You see my third? Oh,
So y'all, the third eye comes from a chakra system. There's actually how many chakras?
Well, there's 12 chakras, but there's 7 major ones.
Okay, so it's the 7 that we hear about, and the third eye is one of them, but it starts from
It
like
starts
your
from your
root.
root chakra, and it goes to your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, then your heart chakra, your throat chakra, then your third eye, and your crown chakra. The crown chakra is about what you believe in. It's all about your connection to what you believe. And I say this to people all the time. You can believe whatever you want to believe, as long as it makes you a good person. It keeps you open-minded to other people.
that's a good gem.
So when people have a good crown chakra going on, they're good. Now, crown chakra being bad can also mean you have some mental illness going on.
Like schizophrenia, right? That's delusional thinking. I read that somewhere.
Wow.
There's a very thin line between psychic and crazy.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's deep.
There's a very thin line between it.
I keep on getting chills. I don't know why that's happening, but you must be touching on some interesting topics
Is there
here.
any time where the crown chakra could be worn with what's in here? I mean, like
Yes.
you believe this, but your inner.
Yes, it will war with your third eye. Mostly,
Okay.
it will war with your third eye. Those are really the things. I mean, you have religious beliefs that are holding you back. It'll war with, and that would manifest as anger. It would manifest as being very judgmental, very cold, and very stoic. That's how that. Because you can't, your mind, you just doesn't work.
It's like how people say your heart versus your head, your intuition versus your logic.
Right.
Wow, I think that's why balance is so interesting because like even with aligning your chakras, like people talk about the root chakra being very fundamental. Like that one, I think it's about like how safe you feel in your world and all that.
Yes.
So like if that's not very strong, can you have weak? Is it going to affect your other chakras?
It will. It'll affect all the rest of your chakras. All your rest of your chakras will pull from because the root chakra is the one that keeps you alive. If you have root chakra failure, you are at some point going to die. Yeah. And sometimes, in fact, when I read people and I pick up root chakra failure in them, I'll stop it and say, hey, we're going to fix this root chakra first.
So you
I don't know when.
yeah,
It is fixable. I don't know when they can leave my office and drop dead.
So
or they may drop dead 2 years from now. But I don't know that. I'm not God. So I see root chakra failure. I said, let's stop. Let's work on that first. And then we'll talk about your life and what's going on and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
So you're also, not only are you a medium, but you have intuitive abilities and you can read people's chakras and see.
Yeah, that I learned.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that I learned. That I had to learn. And I got attunements. I did Reiki. I did Chios. I did these modalities. And the attunements alone will open you up. And I think that's probably the main reason why I don't have to meditate.
So what's the attunement? What's that?
Well, attunement is an energy adjustment that brings you into a higher state of being, and that too will last as long, whatever state it comes to. You have to have a Reiki master or a Chios master, some kind of energy master, do that for you, and they can make it where you have, when they bring up your energy higher, it opens up all the gifts and stuff that you have in you, or whatever it is going on.
Wow, that's incredible.
This
And
is
chakra
extremely
balancing is
deep.
also.
So do you feel like everybody, I mean, of course, some people are going to choose to be spiritual and some won't, but how important do you feel having a spiritual relationship is for your self-healing and for your self-awareness?
Well, it really is about your love walk. There's not so much you have to believe in spirits or believe in mediums or believe in that. You have to be a person that's full of love, for humanity. You know, we get judged. People say, okay, God judges. You believe in God, He judges you. He judges you how you love. You know, when you don't treat animals right, you don't treat kids right, don't treat people right. That's all karmic stuff that comes back and bites you in the butt. You know? Those are the main reasons. Our carbon footprint is very important. You know, that's important to the universe. So, you know, when you don't have that, I don't care what you can believe whatever you want to believe. When you're walking in love and peace and you're trying to be fair and you're doing your right, do the right thing by people, then your energy will be balanced. When you have all that, that's why, you know, I have this campaign against racism and all these kind of things.
Yeah.
You gotta end that. You can't do that. You gotta let all that kind of stuff go. That was affects you. You can't develop. A person cannot fully be. No open-minded person is a racist. No truly developed open-minded person is someone that will hurt somebody. If anybody says, "Oh, I'm a guru or whatever, I'm doing this, I'm doing some kind of spiritual work," if they're mean to people, run.
Wow.
Run.
Has there ever been a time where someone came to your office and their aura wasn't good at all? You're like, you know what? I can't even do this shit because it's not right with my spirit.
Yes. Yeah. I had one time come and said, "I just want the lotto numbers. Won't you use your little,
Are you serious?
little side gig for the lotto numbers?" I said, "Hell, let me tell you something. If I could figure out the lotto numbers, I would not be sitting here charging you $85 for a reading. If I get the lotto, why would I give it to you?"
She said your side gig.
Give a little side hustle.
Rude.
I was like, "You got bye-bye, baby."
But you know what? Her, she reminds me of people who don't respect psychics. So there are a lot of people who are like, "Oh, psychics are fake. How is someone going to tell me about my future and past?" I know that. What do you think contributes to people's attitudes like that and the
Religion.
lack of religion?
Religion.
I would say so.
Religion. Yeah, religion. And just ignorance, you know, and again, the chakras not being balanced, they're not being in the right energy.
They're not in tune with themselves.
Not doing it at all.
That makes sense.
Deadhead.
Deadhead.
Deadhead. A deadhead.
I know some
And
people
some
like
people
that.
that are deadheads will never understand. You know, you have to be people that are like, they just, I mean, I know plenty of people, they just don't have the ability to ever understand it because they're just deadheads. And for whatever reason, they're born into this life with that. And it could be that's because they're supposed to be, you know, some kind of like I said, have their logical mind has to be.
Right.
Maybe they had a lifetime where they had the third eye wide. Maybe they
This
already
life
did
ain't
that.
that life
I
for
might
you.
come back as a deadhead. I'm right on this
Yeah,
lifetime. I
right.
don't gotta do it again. If I do it right this time, I don't have to do it again. Maybe I'll come back as a deadhead.
But you know what's interesting? I think you can like look. If you look at an astrology chart, you can see all of this, right? See into people's past lives.
What?
So without a doubt.
See, I'm new to this, y'all. I'm just like, all my eyes is open right now. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
it goes.
But see, that's why you're interested in it because your third eye's open. Otherwise, you'd be like,
It goes back very deep because like when looking at someone's natal chart, you can see their north node and south node. That's something that's a sign that a lot of people don't look at because it's like on the bottom, no one talks about it. But that goes into your past life. So you definitely believe in karma. And you definitely believe in like karmic hooks and karmic relationships and all those things.
Karmic relationships and twin flames and, you know, soulmates and all that. We come back together. You know, when someone dies, you know, love really does not die. Your loved one come back as your mother, come back as your daughter, your child, be your best friend. I have a best friend, and in a past life we discovered that we were lovers. We're not now.
Really?
We're not going to judge you, Miss Pam. We won't judge
I
you.
was saying, she's cute though. You're wrong.
She's Taurus. That's what I want to know.
She's an Aries, but
It's not bad.
But
That is so interesting, though, how you guys were able to figure out what happened in your past life and this one.
that's called Akashic Records. And for Akashic Records, put it in the, most people kind of read the Christian mindset, you know. That's the Lamb's Book of Life. The same thing, just a different name. That's all it is. A book of life that has all your information of all your past lifetimes. You have to get permission to be able to view that book through archangels. You have to connect with them, and the Archangel Metatron specifically will give you permission to get into that book. So that's a high thing. You have to develop it.
I have a past life.
Oh yeah, everybody's past life. Everybody. Not everybody needs to know about the past life.
Yeah, sometimes it's some
Some people don't even know. So some people have past lives, but they don't even know about it.
Okay, cool. So, Ms. Pam, I heard that you are an awesome medium, and we have some materials out here laid for you. Would you be able to read Miss Shinai?
Yes, I am going to read her love life.
Pray for
I
me.
don't want you to read me because we got two with me. I don't want you to read me
Yeah, I'm
or
gonna
Jerome.
have to read Jerome.
So we gonna let Jerome.
I'm in chant, Jerome.
Right. Yeah, you gonna bring Jerome
That's a
out.
whole different
I don't
thing.
need no strife.
I'm nervous, y'all. This is a reading. I don't know anything about this, but she pulled from a deck of cards, and we're about to see what's in store. I'm very nervous. I'm uncovering this with you guys, so I hope I'm not going to be embarrassed.
Well, I won't say anything. I'll be gentle.
Okay, thank you, Miss Pam.
Okay, so now.
So this has been an amazing episode. Like me coming in, I was really terrified. But not terrified, it was just scared of the unknown. And Miss Pam has actually just like opened my eyes and like there's really nothing to be scared of. So I thank you for being here.
Oh,
I know
you.
Jerome probably loves you for being
Yes,
here.
Miss Pam, what do you teach, right?
Yeah, I teach and I read and I do all sorts of things. You know.
So where can people find you if they
On
want
my
to get...
website, it's www.pamelagrady.com. And I'm also on Facebook, all social medias, Instagram, and I also I have meetup groups and that kind of thing. So you can find me. Go to my website and find it all.
Nice. As well, you can also follow us, not Jerome, Naebella, and Shinai on our social media platform sites. This has been an amazing episode. Shinai,
Well,
anything you want to
thank
say?
Y'all, there's nothing to fear. There's nothing wrong with people who are different. If you happen to be of a religious background and someone spiritual, be open. Come from a place of love. Nobody's trying to summon no demons.
Nope.
So,
No, that's right.
Nope.
and you can also empower yourself through the spirituality stuff. You see how Miss Pam told me something about myself that I was looking for? You never know how someone can tell you something that can be what you need for your spirit food, your soul food. So
That's
let's love each
sunflower,
other.
nutrients.
That's right. Love each other. Love yourself.
That's what a true reading should be about.
Thank you so much, Miss Pam, for your reading. I'm really taking this with me. I needed to hear this.
Thank you. I want to see your vision board. I want you to write that man and text me, honey.
Will do.
I want to see him manifest in the next 6 months. You can manifest.
We need
I'm
that.
playing with you.
For real.
All right.
Thank you so much, Miss Pam.
You're welcome, honey.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one.
Can I have Jerome back?
Taurus.
We're going to talk about them offset.
Yeah, all right.
Talk to